Welcome to this restoring yoga practice for mobility and longevity, okay? We're going to work through some poses very slowly, taking our time, just to help bring some movement throughout our joints, through our muscles, stretch out a little bit here, okay? So if you have, the only thing you really would need is a mat, and then if you have a towel or a blanket you can roll up, that might be useful in a couple of the poses, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to actually start up in tabletop for our mobility work here. Not too much work, but enough. We can feel it. All right, so let's go ahead. And then here's where the towel or blanket might be useful. If your knees bother you, just go ahead and unroll it. Make yourself a nice cushion, okay? All right. And again, always in yoga, if something doesn't feel right or you don't like it, just welcome yourself out of that position, okay? So go ahead and come to tabletop, and we're just going to kind of press down with your left hand, press down with your right. So just check your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Just kind of back and forth here a little bit. And then if you want to flip it, flip your hands out and then just kind of go side to side here, if it's okay with your wrists. Okay. You don't have to lift them up if you don't want to. You can just kind of sway a little too. And then let's flip our hands. This one's going to be a little bit more tension, so really listen to yourself here. Flip your fingers so they're pointing to your toes, okay? Kind of lift your heart up a little bit. Pull your low belly in, or imagine you're pulling your ribs away from your shirt, okay? And then let's flip your right hand forward and then just come onto the back of your left hand, okay? And then let's go ahead and switch that. So left hand goes forward, come onto the back of your right hand. And then let's come onto our forearms, okay? And then just hold that pose there, lift up, press out through your toes, come to a forearm plank, and then just lower yourself to your belly, okay? You can roll your hips out. You can move your blanket until we need it again, okay? You can move it off to the side. So come all the way down here. And we're just gonna cross your right forearm over like you're making an X. The right forearm, it's half the X. And then go ahead and bend your left foot as much as you can towards your bum and reach back for your foot, okay? You don't have to touch, just reach back in that direction. And then you have the option if you just wanna grab your ankle and maybe press away with your ankle a little bit, or you have the option to walk your fingers up, grab onto your toes, pull down here. So you just take this as deep as feels comfortable to you, okay? And you can even maybe move your knee a little bit out past your hip line. It doesn't have to be in line with your hip. You could give your low back a little bit more space. And then gently release that and let your foot come. Bring both your forearms in front of you, bend your knees and just take them side to side just to release everything there, okay? And then we'll do the other side. So take your left hand and cross it like you're gonna make an X for some support. Bend your right foot as much as you can towards your bum and then reach back. Grab on to where you feel is the best fit for you, okay? You can pull your low belly in. That's going to help support your low back if you're feeling any tension there, okay? And again, maybe walk your knee a little bit more to the right. Give your low back some space. This is going to stretch out our quads, which are the muscles on top of our thighs, which get really tight when we sit. This is going to help that. All right, gently let that go down. Bend your knees and just take them side to side, okay? And then we're going to roll onto your right side, okay? So let's do a quick check here that everything is lined up appropriately. So your right hand is supporting your head, or you can come down. I kind of like to just lay on my bicep because that's kind of like a little pillow. And then flex your feet, okay? Flex both your feet really strong. So your bottom leg, your right leg, is super strong in supporting you. Your ankles are stacked, your knees are stacked, and your hips are stacked. Pull your low belly in, okay? And then imagine you're kind of pointing your tailbone towards your heels, okay? From here, we're going to just lift up, keeping your foot flexed, lift up and lower. So this is great for the abs and for the glutes, because when both of those are strong, they support our low back. And when our low back doesn't have any problems, then we can be very mobile, okay? Do a couple more. And if you want, you can bend your bottom knee for a little bit more support if that feels better to you. All right, and then let's go to the other side. So let's lay on your left side now. You can just roll over. I'm going to turn this way because the camera. Okay, so now we're on our left side, same thing. Let's do an alignment check before we get started. Flex your feet. Make sure everything's stacked, low belly's in, okay? And just go ahead and lift and lower. Really keep your toes flexed. Keep your bottom leg strong and pressing into the ground, okay? That's going to protect your low back as we build that strength, okay? Couple more. Beautiful. Let's come out of it and let's come back up. Grab your towel or blanket if you want, and we're going to come onto our knees. So just come to a nice stance here on your knees. And your knees are under your hips, okay? So we're going to bring our arms above our head and then find your opposite elbow. Stay up. I'm just doing it to show you. It's my camera won't catch it. And then we're just going to rotate a little bit to the right, only as much as we can go here. This isn't forceful. We're not pushing or straining or anything, okay? Keep your low belly in. And when you turn to your right, just open your arms up. Okay. A little twist, a little spinal mobility here. And then we're going to come back up. Let's do the same thing. Find your opposite elbows. Low belly's in. Turn a little bit to the left now. And then we're going to open up again, this side. And in these moments, these holds, we can just really start to listen to our body, listen to where there might be tension, where there might be pulling, where we don't like a sensation, okay? Listen to it and honor that. And then we're going to take our hands to our hips. Extend your right leg out to the side so your toes are pointing straight forward, okay? We're going to extend your right arm down. Reach up and over with your left. This is a nice gate pose. This is going to help stretch into your side body while we stretch out our inner thigh also. And your arm try to get it by your ear if you can. So really reaching up and over here. And then we're going to unwind that. Bring your leg back. Go to the other side now. So now your left leg is going to extend out. Toes point straight. Left hand goes down your left leg. We're going to reach up and over with your right. Again, try to get your arm by your ear. It might not want to go there today, but we can gradually work towards that direction, okay? Increasing our mobility in our shoulder joint. For that golf swing, that tennis, that pickleball, whatever, whatever you're loving right now. All right, let's sweep your arm down, okay? We're gonna come back onto our knees here. So if you want to move your blanket or towel around, you can do that. So come back to your tabletop, pull your low belly back in, and then we're gonna take your right arm behind your left and come all the way down onto your right ear. And then we're gonna just finger walk our left hand up for support here, okay? So this is a thread the needle pose. Again, we're into the side body, into the shoulder joint here. A nice spinal rotation to give us more mobility. And then let's go ahead and press ourselves back up. And then let's just tap your feet, tops of your feet out a little bit. And then really reach. Imagine you're kind of pressing, you're reaching through your toes and all the way through your crown. That nice length now that we just twisted. Now we're gonna just invite some length. Pull your low belly in. And then let's go to the other side. Your left hand's gonna go behind your right. Come all the way down onto your left ear. Finger crawl your fingers up. And then we're going to drag our hand back up. Let's come back to seated. Okay. Can move your blanket. Unless you want to unless you feel like your back's kind of rounded, you can always roll your towel or blanket up and sit on it too, okay? That's always a nice option, okay? So we're going to take our feet out. And again, hip width maybe a tiny bit wider. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips are pointing to whatever's behind you, okay? And then take your right ankle and cross it behind your left knee, okay? And then just walk your left foot in as much as you need to feel that stretch in your right hip, okay? And you can rock it too. Or you can hold it, whatever you want to do, okay? And maybe let it sink a little bit more into your right hip. After we're in it for some time, our body lets us open up a little bit more, so maybe we can go a little deeper. Are your fingers tingling? Let's come out of that. We might be needing to go to the other side, okay? So then just switch, okay? So set yourself up. Left ankle's gonna cross behind right. Hands go behind you for support. And then adjust to find that sweet spot, okay? can extend out here. Bring the bottom of your right foot to the inside of your left. It doesn't have to touch, okay? Just towards that. Even if you're out here, that's okay too. We're just going to reach down and reach for either your calf or your ankle of your left leg, okay? Stretch out, try to stretch out our hamstrings a little bit and our calves. And then let's switch. Go ahead and reach now. And you might not be able to reach as far on one side. That's very normal that our right and left can be different. So you just reach as far as you can go. Pull your low belly in, okay? That's gonna support. And we don't want to dump into our low back. So maybe a little bit to the side here. All right. Now go ahead and come to Savasana, so easy seated. And we're going to take your left leg. Now we have a couple options here. I'll just go through the first one. We're going to pick up your foot and put it to the outside of your right knee, okay? So that's option one. If you don't like this or you don't like your right leg bent, just keep it straight and then you can pick it up and put it like that too, okay? So you can extend your right leg out, but flex your toes if you're going to go that route. So you pick which one you like. And then we're going to interlace our fingers like that, cup our kneecap a little, and then get really tall. So our back's going to be really tall here. You can stay here, or you can take your left hand and walk it, finger walk it behind you if you want a little bit more of the spinal rotation. And if you've walked your hands back, go ahead and tighten your low belly, okay? Just pull it in. And then let's go to the other side. So come to Sukhasana and then pick up this time your right foot and land on the outside of your left, or you can do the straight leg, okay? And release your fingers, hold onto your knee. Option just to stay here. Or if you're going to rotate, pull your low belly in first and then finger crawl your fingers behind you. So in yoga, there's the yamas, which are part of the 8 limbs of yoga. And one of them is Asteya, or non-stealing. And it's a great reminder that, I mean, not only non-stealing, like stealing of people's time, but also of what we can offer and give. And by helping ourselves to be more mobile, we're able to give more, we're able to do more. And that's just going to have a ripple effect on everyone that we come across. So it's great that you spend this time to help with the mobility, help with longevity, flexibility, all of that. All right, let's come out of that. And then we're going to come onto our backs. So go ahead and come all the way down. Keep your knees bent. And we're just going to heel toe our feet to the edge of the mat and just drop your knees side to side, just to reset everything. And then walk your feet back to hip width. Bring your palms down next to your bum. Press your head in the mat and then just crawl your shoulder blades down. And then we're going to press the mat away, start to lift our hips up, okay? Imagine you're squeezing your inner thighs towards each other also. This is going to help with our glutes. This is going to help support our low back. Lift a little bit higher. And then slowly, as slow as you can, come down. Okay. Let's reach for the inside back of our heels. Come to happy baby and just take it side to side here. Kind of bring your feet parallel to the ceiling or the sky. Press a little bit into your hips. Let your left foot come to the ground. Peace finger, grab onto your big right toe and then extend your leg up. Press through your heel. One last stretch here. Let's bend your knee, land your right leg down. And then let's peace finger your left fingers, grab onto your big left toe and extend. Press through your heel. And then let's bend and lower. Let's set up for Savasana. So if you have any issues in your back, you feel like it's rounding, just keep your knees bent and then point your hip bones, point them towards your tops of your thigh, okay? If you're able to extend out and you want to extend out, go ahead and do so. Again, if your shoulders have walked up, press your head on the mat, walk your shoulder blades down and let your palms face up. Your feet are floppy and let your body be really heavy here. Sink into the mat. Stay there. I'm going to read a Asteya Savasana poem. Let your body be still now. Nothing to take, nothing to reach for. The breath comes and it goes without effort, without asking. There is nothing missing here. Not time, not progress, not some better version of you. Just this moment, arriving exactly as it is. Let go of comparison, the quiet grasping, the subtle pull to be elsewhere. You do not need to take what was never meant for you. And what is yours will not pass you by. Soften your hands, your jaw, your forehead. Let the body rest in enoughness, in quiet trust, and the gentle knowing that you are already right on time. Nothing is missing, nothing is owed. What is yours is already finding its way to you. Whenever you're ready, start to bring some awareness back to your fingers and your toes, to your ankles and your wrists. Maybe Maybe take a deep breath in and blow it out. And do a full body stretch. Reach your arms up over your head. Point and flex your toes. And then hug it in. When you're ready, roll to one side and pause there to honor your body and your breath and yourself for showing up. And when you're ready, I'll meet you in Sukhasana or easy seated pose. Go ahead and inhale our arms up over our head, bring our palms together and bring it to your heart center. Bow to your very own heart. May you be okay, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering, may you progress. Namaste. Thank you everyone. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and hope to see you again.